Hello, I'm Joe Walensky, and I am the conference director for the next edition of our virtual Convey UX conference designed for user experience professionals. And that'll be coming up in August on the 18th, online, virtual, available to everyone everywhere. And one of the fun things that I get to do is chat with the many presenters that are part of the conference. And so right now I'm speaking with Venessa Bennett. Hello, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. How are you doing today?
Hi Joe, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I'm talking from my home office in Bellingham, Washington, which is about 80 miles north of Seattle. Where are you talking to me from?
So I'm based in London in the UK. So I live in the north of London. So yeah, it's quite a hot, sunny day today. So it's apparently a record-breaking day so far. So yeah, really great to have this time to speak to you.
Yeah, I heard about that from a friend of mine in England just yesterday. He's been mentioning it. It sounds like a really difficult condition, so I hope it goes okay. But I've been there many times, and it's great to have you as part of our international conference roster.
Yeah, thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited to be part of the conference.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the work that you do and how you found your way to what you're doing?
Yeah, so I've been a design leader for around 5 years, but I originally started still in design, but started as a junior designer, mainly in graphic design back then, and then moved with the times to go into digital design. And then as the industry changed more into the kind of UX product design of it all. So design background and like very much passionate about design. And then I moved into leadership. And I think moving into leadership is where um, I almost found like you kind of need to just, a lot of leaders almost stumble themselves into leadership, and there isn't really that education, or I guess back then anyway, there wasn't really that education or think or kind of understanding of how to approach different situations. So a lot of the things that I do, and one of the reasons why I like talking at events and talking to yourself, Joe, is to essentially equip people with the hacks that I've had to learn the difficult way. Because I find like there's a lot of kind of experiences that I've had that other designers can relate to. And I speak to designers quite a lot, and obviously I manage designers in a team. And I find that there's some common problems and common topics that always kind of come up. And they ask me, and a lot of my talks and things that and workshops that I do, I like to educate designers on how to approach it and how to approach different situations, especially in businesses.
I think there's probably always a lot of challenges for leaders in the design space. Those challenges might be changing, but and what's it been like for you the past couple of years? Are there any things that particularly stand out, or is it kind of just you know watching out for things that you've encountered in the past?
Yeah, so I think like with most designers, design orgs, a lot of change has been happening in the last 2 years. So my company in particular, we've had a lot of change in that leadership kind of level, which obviously has a knock-on effect on the business. Obviously you've got AI and new technologies, so I don't think I'm alone in saying that there's a lot of pressure for the team to adopt AI, but also make sure that we're building products that integrate in AI into the products that we're designing. So there's pressure coming from, I would say, pressure and change coming from different angles, which I think is very more unique in the last kind of 2 3 years that I've seen compared to previous years, I would say. So it's quite an interesting time, and also quite exciting because there's all this change and all this technology. But I think the challenge is how do we as designers find ourselves in this time of change? but also use the skill sets that we have as strengths in the industry as well.
And your topic is titled Ahead of the Room: How to Plant Ideas Before Anyone Else Has Framed the Problem. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you came around to that topic and what we can expect to learn from it?
Yeah, I think the thing that I've learned in leadership over the last few years is a lot of being influential and creating impact starts with relationships and starts with conversations. And um, I've realized that it's less about design skills per se and more about those conversations and the relationships that you have within an organization. And like I said, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of the designers that I speak to, they're always asking the question of how can I have impact? How can I have influence? And influence is really, as cheesy as it is, it's who you know, basically. But what I was thinking about, and the reason why I came to this topic, is there's a lot of skills that we as designers have naturally that we can lend to building that influence and that impact. So, as an example, designers are great at thinking about systems. We're great about thinking ahead and how things will fit together. But how do we apply those skills to the people that we work with in organizations to help us get ahead? So it's almost thinking about, the things that we do day to day in solving design problems. How do we solve that and apply that to people and businesses? And that's kind of the topic and how I came to that topic.
Well, it sounds like it's going to have some really interesting insights about your work and the way you think about what you do. So, thanks for taking this time to just share your background and a little preview of your session. We'll look forward to seeing you in August.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Joe. I'll see you in August.
All right, thanks a lot, Vanessa.
Thank you.